Hey guys, we are live. Happy Saturday. So here's the thing. I'm going to give it a couple minutes for some of you to jump on. And of course, most of you will probably be watching this recording. So I'm Marshall, and of course, welcome to another episode of The Stern Truth. And today we're going to talk about what I'm calling make things happen. And the reason or my intention for this particular training and the reason I've called it Make Things Happen is because we are midway through October. 2018 is quickly going to end. And that means 2019 is around the corner. So guys, I'm going to ask you the very, very important and really difficult question for you to think about and answer, be truthful, is where are you as of today, regardless of when you're watching this, with the goals you've set for yourself at the start of 2018, okay, for both your business and your life. Now, it's interesting, though, a lot of people I talk to tell me, well, they've set certain goals for their business, and for their life, well, they have some New Year's resolutions, which is interesting. So the first thing that I really want to get into is what's the difference between a goal and a New Year's resolution? Because we know December 31st is around the corner, which means we are going to, most of us are going to sit back and we're going to make a list of the things that we want to change for next year, and we're going to make a New Year's resolution to do that. And we usually, from the people I've spoken with, usually keep New Year's resolutions for their personal goals and their personal life, and then for the business, they actually make real goals. And is there a difference? In our upcoming group coaching program, which is launching in a couple of weeks, we're going to go really deep into the difference between the two and how to set the right goals and the right intention for both your business and your life, because there really shouldn't be a difference. And it's all, I don't know if you guys have heard about the term SMART goals. And we talk about that in detail in our program. But SMART goals, if you don't know what they are, it means SMART goals means specific. So you have a specific, tangible outcome, a goal and an outcome in mind. Measurable. So there's usually, if you're losing weight, for example, so you want to lose 30 pounds, as opposed to just saying, I want to lose weight. Attainable or achievable. Okay, so it has to be somewhat realistic. You can't say, I want to lose 100 pounds in the next 2 months, for example. So specific, measurable, attainable. The R is for relevant, meaning it has to be relevant for your situation. It can't be something totally not part of who you are or not part of your life. Okay, it has to be actually relevant, because if it's not relevant, you're not going to stay on a path to achieving it. And again, we go into more detail what that means in our program. And the T is for time bound. So you have a specific time. So you're going to lose 30 pounds by March 31st, 2019. That would be considered a SMART goal. The problem is people still set the goals and then they sit back and they start on a path. But then what happens with their SMART goal is they just slowly stop doing it. And the problem, okay, for most people is that they stop managing what their goal is. Now, we still have 2.5 months left. And the reason why I'm pushing this now is because there's still 2.5 months. And why wait till January 1st, 2019 to set new goals and to set New Year's resolutions? Most New Year's resolutions don't work. We know that, right? By mid-January, 2-3 weeks later, it doesn't happen anymore. You're not doing it anymore. And so I want you to really think about where you're at currently. And if you had certain goals that you wanted for your business and your life to happen this year, I want you to ask yourself, why have you not achieved it? And again, in our program, and I've talked about this a lot in previous trainings, is that we It's all about being clear, getting full clarity, and not just clarity as to what you want, but clarity, guys, as to why you're not achieving certain things. Clarity as to what prevents you, what's holding you back. There's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of people that are vying for our attention, and there are a lot of people who want us to succeed, and there are a lot of people who don't want us to succeed for certain reasons, and they pull us away. What's holding you back? Why are you not achieving what you truly want? One of the things that I found with a lot of my clients is that they have certain goals. They start on a path to achieving those goals. They stop managing and stop really working on the goals because either it's not a SMART goal, so there's something in there that's not part of that, and it's usually something around relevance, or the other one is that they don't know what their why is. So you have to have a goal, but why do you want that goal? It has to be strong enough. So that comes back to a bit of relevance, okay? And of course, it has to be specific, measurable, and attainable, and have a time aspect to it. But it has to be something you truly, truly want. And why? How's it going to affect you positively? How's it going to positively, if it's let's say an income goal for your business, what's it going to do for you? That's one thing. But what's it going to do for your family? And even more so, if you don't achieve it, what's the cost to your family for not achieving it? What's the cost to you? And another reason why most people stop the path of achieving what they want, their desires and their dreams, is because they do it alone. And they're scared to bring other people into it. They're scared to announce what they want for fear of negative feedback, or fear of positive feedback and fear of putting themselves out there. And they don't have someone, a cheerleader, a coach, a mentor, an accountability partner helping them along the way. So why are you not achieving the goals that you're setting for yourself? And at what point are you sick and tired of being sick and tired of not achieving those? Because if you don't change the way you look at things, if you don't change what you're doing, again, this is part of the stern truth. I'm being really harsh. If you don't change what you are doing, it's going to be this time next year, it's going to be the same thing. Nothing is going to change. So think about what you truly want for yourself and for your family, and why you want it, and let's get you on a path to achieving it. You have to have complete clarity. It's not so easy to do by yourself. I'd love to help you out with that. Just jot down some other notes here. It's hard, guys. Let's face it. Let's face it. It's difficult. You know, it's so. I think when it comes to New Year's resolutions, for example, it's exciting, and even just for setting goals for your business. But especially New Year's resolutions, the reason why so many people do it is, or set them, is because of hope. My father-in-law always says to me, if you don't have hope, you don't have anything. And I understand that, but hope doesn't get you where you want to go. Okay? Faith is something different. I'm not talking about faith. Hope, and it doesn't matter where you are religiously or spiritually, okay? Hope is just that. It's just, you're hoping for something, you're wishing for something, but what it's doing, guys, is it's actually releasing you from control. And so many people set these resolutions hoping that they'll achieve them, and because they're just hoping for something to change, hoping they can achieve them, hoping this year will be different, hoping they're going to have a great year. Whatever they're hoping for, at some point, all the excitement of this hope And this idea of, oh, this is the year, and you go out and you buy a new journal, and you're just going to rock it this year. You wake up one morning and you're tired, or the kids are sick, or you're not feeling well, you're sick, or there's a snowstorm, or something that derails you, and it gets hard, and you just don't feel like going to the gym today. You don't feel like eating healthy today. You don't feel like calling those customers, or you don't feel like training that new person, or really working with your team, or reaching out to prospects. You just don't feel like it. It's too hard, and you just stop. You slow down, and you just stop. And it's like I've talked about before. It's like Tony Robbins with his fire walk. You get on that fire walk, and it's all about momentum. And what happens is people have fear, or people get tired, and their mindset gets in the way, and they stop doing it, and they can't walk across, and they just either freeze and burn their feet, or they run off the fire walk. It's those people who can walk from the start to the finish. It's a metaphor, really, the fire walk. But it's getting through that. And it's mind over matter, as they say. But some days you just need to get on the fire walk and do it. And it's not about hope. It's about believing that you can do it. It's having a plan in place, knowing what your goals are for the year, specifically why. That's probably more important. Why those goals are important and why you need to achieve them. And then every day having a plan put in place and being intentional and doing the work every single day and checking in along the way. Guys, it's like a road trip. Okay, I don't know if you've ever taken a road trip. I remember, let's go back a little bit of time. I remember when I was a kid taking a road trip across Canada with my father. And in those days we had the maps, remember what those were? Not a Google map, not on our phone, but actually the physical map where you pulled out the map. And it's crazy because now you can't even hold your cell phone or whatever in the car. But before, you'd see people driving around with these maps in front of them and looking where they're going. But we used to go to like the Motor League ahead of time because we were driving across a couple of provinces, and what they would do is we tell them where we're starting from and where we want to get to. So our starting point and our ultimate goal. Okay. And what they would do is they'd map the course for us, or you would do it yourself. If you weren't so sophisticated that, you can map it yourself. And along the way, you knew, okay, well, it's going to take you, let's say 3 days to get there. So you need to have 2 stops or 2 overnight stops. So you plan, right? This city or this town I'm going to stay in, and you either call and make a reservation at the hotel, or you just know the hotels in the area to make sure that there is somewhere to stay and that sort of thing. And then the next thing, and then you take supplies with you, you take like toilet paper with you just in case if you're in the country, and some food for the car and that sort of thing. And you plan it. You know where you're starting at, and you know where you want to go, your ultimate goal, your ultimate destination, and you plan. And yes, life is a journey, not a destination. One of my favorite quotes. So you have to enjoy the journey along the way, but you have to know along the way, you have to have different markers. Okay, so if it's taking you 30 hours to get somewhere or over 2 days, you need to know, okay, you're going to go 6 hours or 7 hours one day, another 7 hours or so the next day, and then you'll get to your ultimate destination. It's the same thing in our life, right? We need to know where we want to go and markers along the way. So that's why I always say, look at where you are currently this year. Where do you want to be this time next year? And the next 90 days, where do you need to be to be on path to getting there? And then after that, the next 90 days, and then the next 90 days. And you're going to be checking in weekly and daily, really, to make sure you're on a path to achieving your ultimate goal and your ultimate destination. That's what it's all about, guys. And that's what we're going to work on in this upcoming program, which starts in a couple of weeks. So again, if you're interested in that, if you really are tired and sick and tired of not achieving what you want to achieve and need a little bit of help along the way, reach out, book a call, let's have a conversation and see if this program is even for you. We're only bringing in 5 to 7 people in this program. So if you're interested, I highly recommend to do that now. Just let's have a call. But let's not let 2018 just go away without really being focused and knowing what we want. So think back to what you wanted at the beginning of the year. And guys, if you have any questions, please post them below. And actually, what I would love from you is if there's something that a goal that you wanted to achieve at the beginning of the year that you haven't yet achieved, post it below. Let's be transparent. Let's be authentic. Let's be ourselves. And let's see if we can help each other get there. Okay? Just need a drink of water. Oh, hey, Lisa, I see you there. How are you doing? Thanks for coming on. I'll ask you. I mean, is there a goal that you wanted to achieve at the beginning of the year and that you're just not quite there yet, and you want to still achieve it before the end of this year, business or personal? If there is, please post it below. And I want to help you get there. But guys, this is the thing. It's going to be the same thing next year and the year after and the year after. And that's why I have this group that I put together. And it's why I call it Business and Life Mastery Mastermind. And our group program is just simply Business and Life Mastery, because it's not just about our business, right? Why are we in business? Aren't we in business to build a better life for ourselves and the people around us? You know, you want to be able, aren't we in business to take control? I mean, if we listen, as business owners, it doesn't matter what type of business owner. You could be on your own doing your own thing, a solopreneur. You could have a team with you. It doesn't matter where you're at. You can even be a sales professional, maybe a real estate broker or a mortgage broker. You're still a business owner. You're self-employed. So if you think about it, being self-employed is kind of crazy. It is, because why would we do that to ourselves? Why would we work for a complete crazy person who doesn't let us take vacations that we want to take, who, you know, we're not earning the kind of money necessarily that we want to earn, working crazy hours? Why would we do that? And the reason is because we didn't think that that's the way it would be, right? We thought we'd get into business for ourselves and we'd have full control and we'd have the freedom. I'm not saying that you can't. That's what I'm here to help you do. And a lot of people do have that, but a lot of people don't. You get into business and it's like the franchise. People get into a franchise because they want to be in business for themselves, not by themselves. In the end, everyone's by themselves unless they build a team. Okay? You get into business, you want to make a difference, you want to have the freedom and the control. You don't want to work for someone else. You want to be the boss. But what ends up happening is everything, your personal life gets in the way of your business life gets in the way of your family life. And none of it gets to the point where you want it to be. So Business and Life Mastery is all about helping you gain the clarity as to where you are, where you want to get to, and why you haven't achieved in the past, and what does hold you back from possibly achieving in the future, what you truly want in your life. It helps you build the mindset, the leadership mindset, so you can get there, help you become intentional every single day, so you are doing the small things. Okay, we talked about it last week. The one thing, okay? What's that one thing this week that you can do, okay, to take care of yourself? What's the one thing this week that you can do for yourself? Whether it's health, fitness, spiritual, your mindset, self-development, whatever it is. What's the one thing you can do this week, okay, to help you in that area? What's the one thing this week you can help you in your business with one of your business goals? What's the one thing financially you can do? What's the one thing with your relationships, with your family, with your friends that you can do this week? What's the one thing you can do today, tomorrow, the next day? So we break it down to smaller chunks, and it's more achievable, it's more attainable, and it's more doable. But you got to work on it every single day. And the reason a lot of people don't achieve what they want is because they get overwhelmed and it gets to be hard. And there's all these programs, guys, out there, online programs, books, seminars, people trying to fast track you into getting what you want in a specific area. Strategies are fine. We all need strategies, but the problem with strategies are if you don't have the foundation, if you don't have the mindset, if you're not being intentional and you don't have the clarity and you're not being the leader for yourself, if you don't have those foundational philosophies, if you're not living those foundational philosophies, the strategies are going to be short term because, again, just like the goals, you're going to stop them. You're going to get overwhelmed and you will eventually stop achieving it. Now, I've talked a lot here. I hope this has helped you a little bit and maybe given you a little bit of a nudge moving forward to achieving some goals for the rest of this year. But remember, make sure they are specific. So make December 31st or December 30th as the goal, the date you want to achieve something, whatever it is, for your business, for your life. Okay, maybe it's relationships. And make sure it's very specific, measurable, so you can actually measure it along the way and make sure you're still on that path. Okay, it's like on the road trip, making sure you are on that same path to getting to your ultimate destination. Make sure it's attainable, it's relevant, so it actually is in the big picture of what you truly want. It all makes sense. So it's not something totally out of the blue and is not relevant to your life. It has to be relevant to your life, and of course it has to be time sensitive. So you have, or time bound. So you have to have that specific time, whether it's December 31st or sooner, or maybe it's October 31st. That's what it's all about. So let's do it. I want you to post any comments to this, to your goals, what you want to achieve this year below. Let's get it out there in the group. Let's all try to be a little bit more transparent and open and really encourage each other to going for it and to achieve what it is you are saying that you want to achieve, because we all want to achieve something. Everyone does, always, and for a lot of us, we just get overwhelmed and we just stop doing it because it becomes hard work. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard, okay? Do it every single day, the little things, the one thing, and all these little one things will build up to the big thing, which is what you ultimately want at the end of the day, and at the end of the week, at the end of the month, and at the end of the year. Hope that's helped, guys. Have an awesome Saturday, an awesome week, and look for more information on our upcoming program. Reach out to me, guys, if you need any help with this. We'd love to have you in our program. Again, 5 to 7 spots are available, and just go to businessandlifemastery.net/call. Book a call with me. Even there's no cost. Even if we just get on the phone, 45 minutes, an hour, it'd be the best 45 minutes to an hour that you will have working on your business and your life. Okay, take care.